Alright, welcome back again to this beginner's guide series to PixelLab. My name is Oluwadrotimi, and in this series, this part of the series, I'm going to be walking you through the text interface here. In the last series, I made mention of all the interface we had in PixelLab, and I was able to walk you through each and every one of them. But in this series, I want to walk you through the in-depth. We're going to be going into in-depth of this text interface. Then in a later series, we're going to be looking at this shape interface and all others. So in this one, we're going straight to the text. I told you that whenever this blue, anything I click is highlighted in blue, that means that is where I'm currently working on. So I want to be working on the text interface. Now don't forget, anytime I click the text interface, it means that anything I'm going to be working on here, this is my working space. Anything I'm going to be working on here must be text. Anything apart from text here, it will not apply. For instance, if you have a shape here, and this is a shape and is a square shape. If you have it here and I come here trying to work on this, nothing will show up. But the moment you can see, we only have two buttons, the text and the quotes. And but the moment I click on this text, we have tons of other options coming up. Okay, other options come up, we come up, and we can start working with this text. Without further ado, let's go straight in. So I'll just delete this, and let's go back to text. So the first thing we have here, this one we're not talking about this for now, just know that we have started. The first thing we have here on this text is the edit button. Edit, that means if I want to edit everything I have here, I will just click on this edit. You see that? So if I want to change everything here, let's say I want to write my name, Oluwadrotimi. Yeah, that's my name, and I'll click OK. So here I have Oluwadrotimi. So whenever I want to write anything, first and foremost, if assuming I didn't have anything, that means there's nothing here. Let me delete this. If there's nothing here and I want to write something, what do I need to do? I need to come back to text. Assuming I'm here now, I need to come back to text. Then from this text interface, then I'll go to text here. Then I can edit it. We can see here we have text already, so I can edit it. And let me write my name again, Oluwadrotimi. That's my name. Okay, then the next thing we have after that, let me drag it to the middle. Then we have delete. So I can always delete text, then delete. You see, it's gone. But don't forget I mentioned this redo button, that we have this redo button here up in our last series. So if I click this redo button, it will bring back Oluwadrotimi. If I click on Oluwadrotimi, I click delete again, it goes back. Then if I click redo, it brings it back to us. Then the next thing we have here is the copy. If I want to make a copy of this, instead of coming back here, there are two ways of doing that. I can just come to text here. I can come to text, and if I click on text, you see, if I click on text, this will come up. Then I'll click edit and write my name again. Oh, sorry about that. So sorry. Okay, so I can delete it and write my name again. Oluwadurotimi. Wow. All right. Now I have two Oluwadurotimi, but instead of writing it all over again, you can see I have the same thing, but instead of, and it took me some time to be able to write everything. So if I want to, let's say I want to have Oluwadurotimi 3 places, all I needed to do is just to come to copy. I'll have to select the anything I want, any text I want to copy, then I'll click on copy. You see that? It's as simple as that. So I have a copy of that. If I want to make a copy again, I'll just click on copy. I have a copy of that. You see? So that is copy for you. I have as many copy as I want. Instead of going back, instead of clicking text, writing what I want to write, then click on edit, writing everything I want to add, and click OK, which will take some time. I can just click on the text, or this new text. I can just click on it and click copy. Ensure always click on what you want to work with before clicking anything here. For instance, if I want to delete, I wish to delete this, all I need to do is to click on it. If I click on this one and come here, that means this is the one I want to delete. Let me redo, but this is the one I want to delete. What do I need to do? Just click on it and click on delete. Okay, then let's click on another text, and another thing we have there is front to front. For instance, let's let me try and do something here quickly. Let me try and do something here quickly, and come give me some time. All right, now you can see I have a box here. But this box is covering Oluwadurotimi here. It's covering Oluwadurotimi. So what can I do? And I do that so that this red box will not be covering Oluwadurotimi. All I needed to do is to click. Don't forget, I will click on text first, and I'll come back to the text. What was it called? Text interface. Click on that, then I'll come back to front. When you click on front, it will bring this Oluwadurotimi to the front of this red box. Look at that. Wow. You see, so we have one Oluwadurotimi at the front and the other ones at the back of the box. So if I want this top one to also come, what do I need to do? Is to click on it and come to front. It's as simple as that. You see that? This one also, I can make it to come to the front. It's as simple as that. Now let's say I want every other ones to go to the back except the this middle one, Oluwadurotimi. There are two ways to do that. I can just click back on, because I did this not quite long, so I can quickly click on redo, and it should take, oh sorry, it's not taking it. Oh, sorry about that. We just click on Oluwadurotimi, the one I want to send to the back, and come back here and click on back. Click on this again, click on back. So I've sent it to the back. So if I want to bring it back to the front, I'll just click on it and I'll click front. If I want to take it to the back, click on it and click back. Okay, all right. So the another option we have here is the position. Now position works with let's say I want these two things to rhyme. You see, I want, if you can, let me try to do something. Okay, let me do this one. See, they are not aligned, and I want these two, this one. Let me delete the other ones. Just delete that. Okay. Okay, now these two, I want them to align, but they are not aligning. So what can I do? I can just click on the one I want to move, and I'll come back to position. I can increase how um how long I want the text to move. For instance, if I put it at 20 and click here to adjust, you see how it moves. But let me put it back. Let me put it back and put it at 1, for instance, and click here. You see how it moves. So this one has to do with how long do you want the text to move. So if I click here, wow, and click it again, it will pass. So I have to now adjust it back, let's say to 5, and voila. No, we still have some. I mean, adjust it to 1 and try to adjust. Voila, now they are aligned together, you see. So this position is used to move the image, the text from a particular position to another. So the other thing we have here is this relative position. This relative position works with, if you want the text to be, for instance, here you want it to be at the extreme right. About that. If you want it this algorithm to be at the extreme left of your design space, just come here and click power. You see how it moves. It's called relative position. If I want it to go to the extreme top, what will I do? Click here. See that? If I want it to come to the extreme, let's say extreme right. See, it's as simple as that. And this one, we take it to the extreme bottom right. But what if I want it at the middle of the design? All I needed to do, middle from from right to left. Middle from right to left. This is middle from right to left, from right to left, from right to left. But if I want it middle from top to bottom, from top to bottom, I will click here. So now I have my Oluwadrotimi here at the very center of the design space. If I want it at the design space, what do I do? Let's say it's here and I want it at the very center. All I need to do is just to click here and here. Wow. Okay, here, here, and here. Assume it's even here, I'm not seeing it again. What will I do? Just click middle. It's in the middle from left to right, then middle from bottom to top. Wow, that is all about the position. Now the next thing we have there is the size. The size works with how big or small I want this Oluwadrotimi to be. Okay, how big or small I want it to be. If I want it very big, then I have to click on the size and resize it. This T small t and big T text. So if I want it to be very big, you see, I can increase it here. If I want it very small that you are not even, let me bring it here so that see, small to the point that you can't even see it. You can't even see it. So if I want to make it big again, come here and wow. So this is where to resize your font, your text. The next thing we have there is the padding. Most of the time we don't use this padding, but as time goes on, as you begin to design, you see reasons why you need it's only appear maybe in a few instances when you need to use padding. But padding is, for instance, you can add padding to the left and top of this design. Let's left and right, and see if you want to add space to the left, space to the right. See that? Space to the left. You see, because I did not apply, you see, this is the main reason why we apply padding, because there was a time I was designing and the some of the text cut out. I have to use padding. When you use padding, you can use it to space out all the ones that were cut, that you see, that cut out of your design. Then the next thing we have here is your color. This is where to apply color to your design. You can see this is where to apply color to your design. Another cool thing about this color is that if you scroll down here, you discover that there are other things you can do here. I can choose to apply colors. You see, if I try to apply color here, the color will apply to every part of the design of the text. But if I want, assume I want to add it to just a word, what will I do? I just come here and select the word. Let's say the O. I want to make it this deep red. Oh shit, okay, it's worked. And I want this L to be, I just select it to be white. I want this one to be the color, maybe the light blue. What is it called? Then this one, the red. I hope you're seeing what I'm following, seeing what I'm doing. Then let me add this one. Black will not be good. I know. Let's use another color. You see, let's come here, because of my time, we'll just add this two. See how cool it is. So I can decide to apply different colors to my text. You see that? And just click OK. You see that? So that's one of the coolest things you can do with the color here. The color. And the next thing we have there is the texture. Texture is used to add maybe background or images to your text. Let's say, for instance, if you click on texture here, you have to click here to import your image, any image you want to add to the text. Click on that and just choose any image at all. Let me choose this one. Choose that one and click OK. You see, maybe it's not showing very well. Let me let me try to delete it. Let me delete it. Add another one. Let's say this one. Did you see that? So this is what we mean by texture. You can use it to add, for instance, if you want to use a color and you can't find it, you can just go ahead and import the image, add the image to it, and you're good to go. Let me even do something very cool with that. Don't mind me, just follow through. It's not working. But I think you get what I'm trying to do. So you can actually import any design into, or any image into your text. Okay, you can import any image into your text. That is what we mean by texture. And the next thing there is opacity. Opacity has to do with how bold you want your design to be. This your design, your text to be, how bold do you want it to be, how let me add color back to this. mm. It's not working now because of that texture, so I have to go and remove it. How to remove it. Now the color is working back. See, so opacity has to do with how bright you want your text to be, or how transparent you want it to be. For instance, now it is at 100. If I try to reduce it, you can discover that it will be transparent into the background. Can you see that? If I bring it at 0, we can't see it again, we can't see the text. But let me bring it back to around 25, or let me say even 16. You see the text is there, but now you can hardly see it. So opacity, that's how it deals about the brightness, how bright you want your text to be in your design, how bright or cool you want it to be. Then rotate. I need to rush now. Wow, spend some time here. So the next thing we have here is the rotate. If I want to rotate my text to 90 degree, how do you want it to be? How do you want your text to be in your design? So that is rotate. Let me put it to 90 degree. 90 degree means bam. You see, this is where to rotate your text. Then we have max. For instance, maybe there's a place in your, let me bring back the rotate first. There's a place you don't want to be shown in your text. You don't want this place to be shown. You can decide to max it, and when you do that, let me do that and click OK. You see, so all other places is gone except from the place you did not max. So max has to do with cutting out some parts of your text. Actually, this is used more when you are dealing with this max is used more when you're dealing with images, but I'll get to that as we talk about this other interface of the PixelLab. So the other thing we have there is the font. Font is when you change the kind of how you want your text to appear. This is where to change it. You can change it to anything you want. The font, you can change it to anything you want. These are fonts that came with this PixelLab app. There are many of them, but if you find out that there's one that you want and is not here, you can actually import font. And any font you import, I'm going to show you how to import font later in this series. Any font you import will always be found here on this my font. These are the fonts that I installed myself. So you can see these are the font I installed myself. So you can always import your own font and add it to your design. And any font that I use, you can discover that I have used this Let me use this 21 days, 28 days later. And if I come here, you see 28 days later, that shows that I've used it. So any font you use will always be found on this recent tab. So let me click OK, and voila, my font changed. Another thing we have here is the style. Style has to do with how you want your text to be, how bold you want it to be. You see, if I click on this one means remove style. So I can bold it, I can italicize it, and I can underline it. But the underline cannot be seen now because I have I've masked the text. But let me try to remove the marks. Let me try to remove it. Okay, and let's go back to the star. If I now underline it, you see that is the underline. Okay, so it has been underlined. Then even by just picking a good font and just adding colors, you can see that I'm already making something cool. Have you? So we have curve. Curve is used to, for instance, maybe you have a cycle here. Let me try to draw a cycle. You can curve your text to align. Let me show you. Oh shit, sorry. Curve. Sorry. Now let's go to curve. Don't worry about what I just did now. I'm going to explain everything when the time comes. See, I'm very sure you must have seen something like this before. So this is what we use curve for. Use curve to what? To curve the text to align with the image you have there. Let's do it from the bottom top and bring it here. See, cool, huh? All right, so let's continue. That thing we have there is the text background. Let me remove the curve and let me apply the text background. This is a background. This is the background of the design. I mean this interface, this black interface. But if I want to add background to only this text so that it will not affect any other thing, that is when I get to use this background. If I click, it's disabled, so I have to enable it. Now I have what background here? I have black background, but I can always change the background color. I can change the background color to any color that I want. Hope you're following. And boom, that's all. The other thing we have there, I'm trying to rush, is the let me try to write something like I am back home. These things are what can I say, they are aligned left. Because we have a line here, so this thing is, they are all these texts are Oluwadotimi and I am back home are aligned left. So I have three options here. I can align them to left, which is the default. I can align them to center alignment. That means everything will be centralized. Then I have another alignment here, which is to the left. Okay, maybe it's not showing very well, so let me try to remove this. Okay, all right, so align to the left, to the center, and to the right. See, then we have spacing. How much space do you want here, from here to here? You see, Maybe you discover that your texts are clustering like this. They're not making any sense. All you need to do is just to come here to add some spaces to it. You can add spaces and you can remove spaces. And the next one there is line spacing, that is from bottom to from top to bottom. If I want to apply line spacing, just like that, just like that, just like that. Okay, then we have the stroke in PC we refer to stroke as outline. I mean, if I want to outline this my text, I'll click on stroke here and enable it. Now it has the color is black. I can also change the color to, let's say, white. You see that? Let's say the same color, or let me even make it black, and I can change the stroke width to anything that I want. To anything that I want. To anything that I want. Then the next thing we have there is this shadow. That means we can apply shadow to our text, and we can also change the shadow color to anything. You see that? This faint um faint color, this faint white color. You see that? Now it's coming out very well. That is shadow. That is shadow. Then this, and the shadow here is to the background. Then we can have something called inner shadow. So instead of showing at the background here, it will be showing inside inside the text. So I will go back here and remove this one. Let me remove this one, and let me come back here to inner shadow. You see there's nothing there, but if I add it to it, I can add the color to be white, or let me even make it red. Let me make it red, you see, and try to increase it. You see that? So we have shadow, we have inner shadow, and we have embossment. This embossment, as at now, I don't know what's wrong with PixelLab. If you apply that, sometimes that it should not be working very well. So you have to play some tricks on it before it will actually it will start working fine. Let me click on embossment, for instance, and you see what will happen. Oh, it's not working very fine. Maybe I should remove the alignment. I mean the stroke. Oh, now it's working fine. It's working fine. If I remove it, look at what will happen. If I remove it now and I add it back, I remove it, I added it back. See what happened? Are you seeing something? Like I'm performing magic, right? So just go ahead and start playing with everything here. I mean, there's not all these ones, we're not using them for now, so I will just keep them. The other thing we use is this reflection. That is when you want your text to reflect like water. You want to apply like a water effect to your design. That's when you use the reflection. 3D shadow, that is when you're working with 3D, but we don't have any 3D effect here. So now we have 3D. Just go ahead and start working with all of this, start practicing. And that being said, I think we should close now for today. I've done a lot of justice to all the text tool here, and if you have any question, always let me know in the comment section. And if you are here to subscribe to this channel, go ahead and subscribe now. Hit the like button and turn on the notification so you get notified anytime I drop any video like this again. See you in the next series, in this beginners guide series to PixelLab. My name is Oluwadrotimi. Bye.